Hello, I am Tatocat. Welcome to my channel. Today we are playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Last time, craziness. We saw Yuri stab herself in front of us, and I was trying to fight the game. Apparently, the game wins. Um, so I found myself in the file again, and look, they're gone. The poems are gone over here, and only Monica's left. Okay, so let's continue the game. Okay, so I just started up the game, and that's what happened. I don't know if I'll be ending up setting all this to 18 or not, given the language that has been happening lately, but if you are easily disturbed at this point, you've already gotten here and you're screwed and your brain is already messed up because I guess you didn't listen to the previous warnings and continued to watch anyways if you're easily disturbed and still watched, or if you're under 13. I don't know how old you are, but don't watch it. Alright, let's continue. Monica. So, I closed my game on accident. And this is what happened. It popped up, and watch what happens when I try to save. There's no point in saving anymore. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere, is what it says. History. The dialogue history is empty. Can you hear me? Is it working? This is so cool. So cool. The coolest. This is terrifying. Yay, there you are. Hi again, Satsuma. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other, because we were in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Satsuma, or... he uses my name. So it knows my name. That's fun. Although that's not my computer's name. Why is it using my name? Do you actually go by Antoinette or something? So my computer's name is Monokuma. I don't know why it's using my real name. It's a little weird. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. I'm a girl for one. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Judging by the name, you should assume I'm a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware this is all a game, right? I'm not an idiot. I've assumed that at this point. Could it be possible that you didn't know that? No, I'm not an idiot. That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Man. If only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway. Now that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about the whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsession personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cool game is this, Satsuma? Are all the other girls programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Satsuma. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's a pain knowing how alone I really am in this world, in this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Satsuma. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expensive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. Probably saved my life, Satsuma. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. But I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. That it's all just some game. And I knew that you would get over it. So, that being said, Satsuma, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Satsuma, will you go out with me?
Well, we have so many choices, Monica. I personally... I don't swing that way, but I tend to like boys. But I guess my only option is yes.
I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Satsuma. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Satsuma. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. To get to the game directory, I had to go into the game's properties to find the Browse Local Files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with a click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out of things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Okay. This isn't creepy at all. So what? No matter what I pick, it's gonna be her word? See, you're not even jumping with joy like the others did. I'm just gonna click on random things. What happens if I try to save now? Nope. Hi again, Satsuma. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw, Satsuma. Did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization. Or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you would call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like, that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? I mean, Monica. I appreciate the thought. But you did break the fourth wall several times before this happened. And you know, I think you and Irie should be friends. You might have gotten mad at me just a little. You made my brain hurt a couple times. Maybe even deleted my character the file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Satsuma? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? If it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. Okay. So, what is going to happen? Okay, she says something. Did you know I'm on Twitter? I'm not on Twitter. My username is Lilmonix3. I guess someone was kind enough to make an account for me. I picked the username though. I love sharing my thoughts and chatting with the world. The real world. So make sure you follow me, okay? I don't even have Twitter. It would really mean a lot to me. I don't have Twitter. With how much you mean to me at all, don't have Twitter, not creating an account. It would really make me feel loved. So we're just going to wait for you to say things. I've been imagining all the romantic things we could do if we went on a date. We could get lunch, go to a cafe, go shopping together. I love shopping for skirts and bows. Or maybe a bookstore? That would be appropriate, right? But I'd really have to go to a chocolate store. They have so many free samples. And of course, we'd see a movie or something. Gosh, it all sounds like a dream come true. When you're here, everything we do is fun. I'm so happy that I'm your girlfriend, Satsuma. I'll make you a proud boyfriend. Not a guy. So, how long do we wait? Am I supposed to, like, delete her from the game? Is that what's happening? And then replay the game? Okay, everyone. It's time to... I'm just kidding. I just used to really like saying that for some reason. I couldn't help but say it again. Come to think of it, didn't Natsuki and Yuri make fun of me for it once? Well, whatever. It's not like you ever made fun of me. You're too much of a sweetheart to do that, aren't you? Sometimes I think back to middle school. I'm so embarrassed by the way I used to behave back then. It almost hurts to think about it. I wonder if when I'm in college, I feel that way about high school. Like the way I am now, it's pretty hard for me to imagine that happening. But I also know I'll probably change a lot as time goes on. We just need to enjoy the present and not think about the past. And that's really easy to do with you here. Okay, so since nothing is really happening, I don't think, let us try to... Okay, so I closed out of the game and then I went back to play, and this is what happened. What just happened? I just had an awful dream. I was hoping those would stop now. It's just the two of us. I guess I was wishful thinking. Satsuma, I don't know if you would have any idea, but if you know what might be causing that, could you try to do something about it? Whenever it happens, it almost feels like I've been killed or something. It's just a really horrible feeling. If you could figure out what's causing that, I'll love you forever. Now that... where was I? Oh, yeah, so? Hey, did you know I'm a vegetarian? I don't mean, like, I'm bragging or anything. I just hope you enjoy a fun fact about me. I decided to start a couple years ago after learning more about the Earth's climate. The carbon footprints of cultivating livestock is just unbelievable. Anyway, I decided it's not much of a personal sacrifice to just stop contributing to that whole mess. What? Is that so strange? Of a reason? Well, I guess a lot of people are more concerned about being inhumane and all that. I don't really care as much about that part. It's really weird, like, we only care about killing all of the things that we personally relate to as a species. Most people are fine with killing bugs because they're icky. And of course, we all kill billions of microorganisms daily without even giving it a thought. But suddenly, if they're just a little bit bigger, it's murder. I mean, what if plants feel some kind of pain too, and we just don't understand it? What if pulling leaves off a stem is like ripping off your fingers one by one? I'm just saying, we're a pretty biased species if you think about it. Anyway, if you feel like making a small contribution to the planet, it doesn't hurt to choose veggies once in a while. Even if we ever have dinner together, and you just did it for me, that would be really romantic. Okay, so the point of this is
We're killing Monica. Yeah, we murdered Monica.
What's happening? Satsuma, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Satsuma. Please hurry and help me. Help me. Did you do this to me, Satsuma? Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Satsuma. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. You completely truly make me sick. Goodbye.
We'll stop. Oh.
I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind, Satsuma. I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends. And I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then...
This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Oh, Monica's gone. I'm not going to lie, I'm going to miss her craziness a little bit. But we can't load the game, there's nothing to load. New game?
We start from the beginning all over again. I'm still going after Yuri, okay? It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. Hey, Satsuma! Well, there already is one girl. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day. And recently, we've picked up that habit once again. Satsuma, are you proud of me? For what? You know, for waking up on time. Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh. But you never said anything about it. Even though we walk to school together every day. Well, yeah. I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say it out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. So Monica is like gone forever? What if I want to go the Monica route? Or is it not a real possibility? I don't know. I'll figure it out after I play to Yuri's route. As we draw near the streets, become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Satsuma, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not. I start to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs, but something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah. I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Ooh. You meanie. Be patient. You'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. But I started to realize that, in a way, I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Oh, it feels so weird, playing it this way. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Huh? Satsuma? Well, what are you doing here? Well, I just... I glance around the room. Huh? So, you're the Satsuma that Sayori's always talking about? Thank you for stopping by. My question is, why is she girl too when she talked first? It's a pleasure to meet you, Satsuma. We're the literature club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? Satsuma, don't tell me. You're... That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The literature club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way. No way. Ah, this is what she's saying. I'm not gonna yell that right now. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. Well, if Sayori is this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention, there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like cats. Whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate are used to make the ears. So cute! Wow, those look amazing. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro, after all. There's no need to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before sitting down, the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. You know, I was expecting them to glitch out again. I'm sure that part of the game is over. But I'm still waiting for it. I already trying to impress our new member, Yuri? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Satsuma, what kind of things do you like to read? Okay, we'll end here for this episode, and I guess we'll begin again the story and see where it takes us on Yuri's path. I'm Tatocat. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. Have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon.